Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where we are currently attempting to consolidate what's left of non-Carthaginian Sicily here. We are going to have to fight Carthage eventually, but I'd prefer to delay that until after we've fought Etruria and kind of consolidated the rest of the Italian peninsula here. That would be super nice. And we are actually going to get Mergantia to surrender here pretty soon. Surprisingly soon, in fact. Hey, we can call down an omen. So, I think, once again, we're going to be going for that sweet, sweet national manpower. I don't think we have a choice. We gotta get manpower. We are currently gaining 3 men a month. Look at that. I like it. 3 men. That's, very handy. Oh, hey, Gaius fell ill again. Inflammation. He's going to be dying here pretty soon. And we just won this siege. They are currently marching in here. And we actually won this siege. That's fascinating. Let's come over here to reinforce this, and yeah, they're going to be walking into us. So we're going to... Oh, they stopped. I was going to say, that's not going to go well for them. But that's why we're bringing men over here. And now that we're no longer taking attrition, we can see on this month tick, hey, they are actually looking... But now that we're not taking attrition, we can see if we get any men coming in. It looks like they are going. Okay, we're going to come reinforce. And we did get reinforcements here, but is that only because these guys were in battle? I don't know. But there's our reinforcements, and we should win this handily. Yeah, they're getting wrecked. There we go. And we won the siege as well. Excellent. So, where's this army at? Come on up here. Choosing sides. As many of the more veteran members of our blessed political institution know, youth is a wonderful state of joy, experience, and, most importantly, gullibility. Tremulia Prima has recently emerged fresh-faced onto the political scene, espousing the rhetoric of the mercantile faction. Like vultures to a corpse, those desperate to sway Tremulia Prima to their cause have descended, each using their cunning to try to recruit her. Perhaps it behooves our consul to step in and show Tremulia Prima the true path. So we could try to convert the sister of the general of the 1st Legion to the religious faction. We could lose 160 oratory power to try to convert her to the civic faction. Or we can just try to convert her to the civic faction. And that's what we're going to do. Easy peasy. Okay. So we can go over here, actually. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go smack these guys. Theoretically, this fort should capture this, right? Is it already occupied by Rome? No, it's not. Okay, we won that. We're going to continue chasing them, though. We're only at 74 war score, which is a little surprising. But we should have no problem killing these guys. That was a stack wipe right there. That's what I like to see. No, I want to... No. I want to select one army here. There we go. Go on over. Make progress. And now, with this month tick, we're going to keep an eye on this attrition here. I mean, I don't think we're going to be taking actual attrition. Oh, we are over here. So the 2nd Legion is taking attrition. Gotcha. Okay, so after this, the next month tick, we should be able to know whether we are actually reinforcing to both armies or not now. Because it kind of seems like we are, but we're at 100% war score, so let's go ahead and sue for peace. I think we're going to go ahead and just take everything here. It's only 3 aggressive expansion, and we're going to take all their money too. So full annexation. That's 155. Okay, we're going to have to actually separate piece this. That's a little surprising. Okay, so that's 80 right there. And they're not allowed to decline that offer. The Akragan Elite. So the question is, we've seen this event after basically every war. The question is, do we want to gain 5 popularity? We're maxed on popularity, so I think no. Do we want to lose 0.5 aggressive expansion? And I think that's what we want to go for. Okay, now for this other one. Can we get everything? We can get everything by separate piecing. That's what I like to see. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and take this. And we are going to lose the aggressive expansion again. And we're no longer at war. So I think we're going to send this guy all the way up to Capua again. Because we need to turn our eyes northward towards Etruria. So we're going to go ahead and send these guys to Ostia to dock into the port. And for right now, since we're probably not going to be fighting for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and decrease our maintenance on our army and navy again. And we need to remember to check that before we go to war again. But now we can see when the month tick happens if we are reinforcing both armies or just one. So 6107 and 10214. We only reinforced Legion 1. That's how I thought it would be. Okay, so they didn't change it. It was just extenuating circumstances that we were seeing. Excellent. So the question then becomes, what about these forts? This fort, this fort, this fort, and this fort. Well, this fort protects this crossing, which is super important, and these forts are kind of bastions against Carthage, which I think is super important as well. So I think we're going to leave those. So next question. Nucaria. How you doing on your opinion? We're losing improve opinion. There's an election soon. We don't really care about that. So down here, this province, we are currently on cultural assimilation. That's perfect. Excellent. So we should go ahead and promote a few more citizens, I think. So let's go ahead and get, say, 2 freemen here. Promoted on up. Now what is this plus? Is that just indicating that it's cheaper? That costs 10. That costs 10 as well. So when there's a plus there, what does that indicate? That they're just boosted output, maybe? Which means we should be promoting in provinces where there isn't a plus to freemen? I mean, those guys aren't even Roman. We should maybe switch this over to cultural assimilation. These guys are Roman, but we don't have any more oratory power. So I think that's going to be what we're going to do. Excellent. So do we want to shift this legion northward as well? Only if we suspect that Carthage might attack us, right? I mean, do they have a CB on us? Oh, we have Quintus Marcia Philippus, who is not horrible, but the military faction is now in control, which, again, not horrible. So he actually doesn't have a CB on us. That's good. Well, what invention do we want? Fort defense, military tradition cost, heavy infantry discipline. It's real good. Hold up. We're working on a technology right now, event. Wrong culture happiness. That might be super good, actually. We've got a lot of wrong culture right now. Monthly loyalty. That would be long-term a very good thing to have. I think we're going to go for the wrong culture happiness boost right now. And hope that that means that Calabria will start becoming less disloyal. That would be nice. So we're currently primarily taking disloyalty because of unhappy pops there. Which location is the most disloyal? Thurii, it would appear. Thurii and Croton. Okay, we should send our armies to Thurii. And where is Croton? Here it is. Croton. Excellent. Okay, local tensions. Tensions have been growing between the Roman colonists and locals in Capua. Roman colonists in Capua? Okay, whatever. The locals claim that our settlers are rejecting local traditions and power structures. Again, in Capua? Our colonists, on the other hand, claim that the locals are only alarmed because the new Roman settlement is surpassing the existing metropolis of the region. So, the governor of Magna Graecia would gain 10 loyalty, and we would get 2 Roman freemen in Capua, but we'd have 4 locations that have +2 unrest. Otherwise, the governor would get disloyal, and we would get stunted growth there. So the question is, up in Capua, Magna Graecia, to be precise, just how much loyalty do we have? We have tons. How long would this last? 10 years. Okay. I think we're okay to support Roman interests. Yeah, province loyalty is still increasing. Excellent. And then hopefully, once we get our troops in these locations, we'll get some loyalty increasing over here as well. That would sure be nice. But that's going to take some time for our troops to get there. So, Etruria. Well, realistically, who all do we have up here that is feudatory to us? We've got Atinum. We've also got, we should just go in here. We've got these guys right here. We've got these guys. We've got Nuceria, which is these guys, and we've got Marcia, these guys. So just those 4 feudatories. Okay, so these guys are not our feudatory, but I believe we're guaranteeing them? Yes, we are currently guaranteeing these guys. So we should maybe consider integrating some of these. Realistically, who can we integrate? We were trying to integrate these guys before. We can send a gift to get up to 170. Oh, that's interesting. I had never noticed these icons before. The Senate approves of these actions. The Senate is divided over that action. Interesting. Yeah, I had never even noticed those. I don't know how we got this far without me noticing that, but whatever. I guess it's fine. So yeah, Calabria is declining in loyalty a lot less now that there are troops over there. And theoretically, over time, we should be converting some of these. We have a 22.5% chance monthly that a pop converts. So I think we're gonna be fine over there. Theoretically-ish. We might go for an additional stability. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But we now have the oratory power to improve relations over here with Nuceria. And that's what we're going to try to do, but that's only 7.38. How can we get more opinion? Like, it's just because we're bellicose? Which requires oratory power to change. Well, that's awkward. Maybe we should just keep them around. Keep our feudatories for now. And then go after these up here. Like, can we go after Aeternum? Do we have the ability to fabricate a claim? I mean, we don't have the oratory power, obviously. But that's okay. Now, one thing we could be doing is we could go into our, I believe it's an economy, and we could be spending money for oratory power. Now, that goes up over time. So every time we do it, it gets more expensive. And I think... Okay, it's based on the ruler. So when we get a new ruler, we can shift off and, well, we can spend less money on converting. But our citizens are currently euphoric. The patriotic citizens in Nola are ecstatic at our benevolent rule. In honor of our majesty, they've kindly raised a rather pitiful sum of gold, hoping to procure some political favor. We simply hadn't the heart to tell them that their gift was a trifle. They're currently max loyalty. We'll take their gift. Why not? So, Picentia up here. Picentia? I think Picentia. They have a CB on our feudatory here. They're guaranteed by Etruria. Hello. That's interesting. Etruria has 34 cohorts. So they'd be a tougher war than we've fought thus far. Who else is up here? I mean, we've got this second Etruria, who has 25 cohorts. They give tribute to Etruria proper. So we'd be fighting proper Etruria there. And I suspect we'd be fighting these guys anyway. So we're going to be heavily outnumbered if we fight up here as it is. We might want to just chill and build up our armies a little bit. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll consider how we want to go about taking over Etruria. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.